Okay, we should now be live. I was just testing a few things here and there just to make sure everything was good and correct. Hello everyone! How you guys doing? And welcome to yet another Pokemon Sword and Shield, but mostly Sword live stream. And of course today we're going to be continuing shiny hunting our boy, see if we could actually finally get him. Now, preface this quickly saying, I've already beaten the game. I beat the game yesterday, fun fact. And so, we'll see how things go. The main plan right now is shiny hunt Zigzagoon. If we get him, I have a plan. Pretty much, I'm gonna be hatching eggs. Maybe we'll get the egg charm thingy bob, then try to hatch eggs. Whatever may be the case, we're gonna hatch eggs so we can wonder trade, so we can get a lot of Pokemon, and maybe some different different language Pokemon, so we can do the next shiny hunt, which is going to be a Masuda method. Now, I don't know what I'm actually gonna be Masuda methoding, but I need to still wonder trade. I feel like it'd be the easiest just to hatch eggs. There's also the potential I could get an egg instantly, but it's not a guarantee, especially since I am doing... It's one of the fossil Pokemon. The reason why I'm doing one of the fossil Pokemon is one of the hybrid ones. Well, they're all hybrid, technically, but not from the main game. It's pretty much the fish head and the Dino Barney. I think that's what the two are called. Pretty much so a sword and a shield item. I don't have the other one, so I can't get all four, plus I have to get two of each anyway from shield, which is more common in shield, so I just had to preface that real quickly. So kind of like giving you guys more of like what my thoughts are. So because I played in the game, everything is not spoiler free anymore. So, talk about spoilers, I don't care, except post-game. Technically, post-game is still off limits since I really haven't touched it at all. So, battling Hop again, that's all I know. My guess is just battling Hop and catching the legendary. Don't know if I'll do it on stream or not. We'll see. So obviously you're gonna see spoilers. So if you really do give shits about spoilers and you still haven't somehow beaten the game at this point, I do advise that if you don't want to see anything, go. I mean, I won't talk about much spoilers because I'm just obviously shiny hunting. I'm gonna change my team around a bit, but just letting you know there will be spoilers, and I won't really care if you get spoiled or not. So I would really highly suggest that if you don't want to get spoiled, or just spoiled by a little bit, do please go. But obviously at this point, if you really don't care, you're gonna stay anyway, so. Aside from that, I mean, preferencing that, yeah, beating the game. I'm just debating on how I want to shiny hunt Zigzagoon. I gotta also talk about all the things that have happened in the shiny community as before we really get into how I'm gonna shiny hunt, which actually I'm just gonna bring random units that I know I was using. I think I'm gonna hunt in the wild area. Maybe. Yeah. I think I will hunt in the wild area just to train my unit Pokemon up. And also I noticed that my capture card seems to be a little bit laggy. The frame rates, oof. I don't know why. Maybe I'm gonna have to restart. Do I have to... I might have to unplug and replug a little bit here. Cause I just noticed that. It's like, it's kinda... oof. Looks like it's okay now. Okay, looks a lot better now. I don't know why. It was kinda... oof. Okay, yeah, it looks a lot better now. I don't know why it was doing that. But, so, shiny things that we've learned pretty much aside, like, from last stream. So all the things that have went on in the shiny community. So, I know there was all talks. We found new stuff like Ultra Shinies, which is just like a different chance. Technically, there's two different kinds of shiny sparkles, stars and squares. Squares a lot more rare, but because of coding, like according to scenario, pretty much only chaining gives you squares. And I don't think it's one of those things that they did intention. I think it was intentional, just to show that that person chained that Pokemon. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't intentional. Whatever may be the case, that's a thing. It's 1 of 16 of a shiny that you find, so it's like 64,000. It's crazy just to get a normal percentage of a square, but unless you're chaining, it's flip-flop. Okay, aside from that, the whole shiny method, and there might be multiple now. We will see. I think there's a lot of testing on chain fishing. So if you guys don't know, in Generation 6, there is a chain fishing method. I used it a lot. I understand how it works. It's kind of in this game, but we don't know if it's a method that you can hunt shinies. You could use it to get, I'm gonna say Goku Pokemon, because I don't really care about its official name. I'm just gonna keep calling it Goku power-up, but pretty much Goku Pokemon at a higher rate. So Goku Pokemon have higher IVs. Yeah, pretty much. They're pretty much really good Pokemon for competitive battling. It's just an easier way to get them without breeding, per se. So, yeah. There's that to note. But, what does that mean? Okay, so, going back to the regular method. So, originally, because I thought I was confused with this. Why were there percentages? I figured out later what the percentages were. Now the percentages are for the chain fishing, not for the normal chaining method, aka there's a percentage. It was originally a percentage chance of the rare chance of getting a percentage of a shiny, and then it's not, and it's pretty much for the Goku Pokemon now for chain fishing, and that's the whole purpose. So we don't have to worry about the percentage, and of course everything's pretty much the same strategy. So you just defeat Pokemon over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, because you want to increase the spawn rate. So it's kind of like Pokemon Go, where defeating the Pokemon gives you more spawn rate for the Pokemon, and increases the spawn rate, I should say. But there's really no chain to it. So that's what's different with this method compared to what we previously knew, especially on the last live stream. So pretty much it's the same strategy, there's just no chain to it. The only thing that does matter, if you don't have it forgotten or don't remember, is pretty much how many Pokemon you defeated. So for instance, since I'm still shiny hunting Zigzagoon, you need, it's pretty much like as the what was like the original chart for the shiny rates are. So it's like what extra roll for at least capturing or beating, etc., and 500 is the maximum. And then of course your goal is still to get to 500 and then continue it anyway, just so you can have a higher encounter rate with Zigzagoon. So no matter what, I should have a 1 out of 600 and something number roll to get a shiny Zigzagoon. Now there's of course talk that maybe it's not exactly correct. My luck is trash. I know a lot of people have gotten really lucky. It's still up in the air if that's the correct percentage, chat. I mean, it's in the code, so there might be something else that's interfering with it. It's still being looked into. So still, the higher, it's still correct, but from now on, no matter what, if I run away, beat a Pokemon, it should always be, you know, let me go to that shiny hunting Discord page. So there should always be 1 out of 682. I think that's what it is with the no shiny charm. I think it's actually a lot harder at 500. Let me see. I know they probably updated it, so I'm gonna actually grab the updated version. I'm gonna delete it off the Discord chat. But that's pretty much the gist. And they're thinking that it might be higher. For me, I don't know. I'm just feel like I'm just pretty much getting very, very, very unlucky. Who knows? Let me see. Can I find Cerebi, please? Seems like it just disappeared off Google. There we go. Because, yeah, they completely updated with the whole 2 different shinies, aka ultra shinies, and shiny hunting methods. So, chance of a shiny rate. Is it still percentage to get that? I'm still curious on that. I need to see if someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but is that the chance of it being 1 out of 682? If that is the case, then yeah, it makes sense why it's hard still. I don't, like, I know that was the same thing, like 33% for the Goku Pokemon for chain fishing, that's what it is now. It used to be with normal finding shinies in the wild. So, I'm not sure if it's now 3% and it's still a thing, or just ignore the whole percentage thing, or is that just in total? Like, it's a 3%, that is a 1 out of 682. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna go with the no shiny charm rate, and just assume that it's with all encounters, not a 3% encounter for each encounter for that rate to happen. I don't know. Someone's gonna have to let me know in the chats if which of the 2 it is. But well, nevertheless, we're still gonna shiny hunt our boy and get him as a shiny, because at this point, I want him, and he's being a dual shark, or she is. Just don't know what gender it is yet. But like I said before that, I do kind of want to... Let's encounter one first, actually, before we worry about anything else. I'm just curious if they're level 60. So it's not shiny. Let me face the encounter. I mean, it should be at 1006. So I don't know why it didn't do that. Okay, 1007. There we go. That's correct. But yeah, let me do that real quick, and we'll get the shiny hunting going. Let me grab the snipper tool. But yeah, a lot has happened. Like I told you guys, well, like last stream, there probably will be more to it. We probably haven't found everything of this game, and with Pokemon Company and us actually noticing the differences between the shinies, yeah, it's kind of crazy in just a week's time how much was discovered. Unpin, yes, Discord. So now you should have the correct percentages that are from right now. It could also still change. I know there's a lot of testing going on and figuring out where the heck is it? There it is. Yes. Pin, yes, thank you Discord, but I don't want that there. Okay, anyway, let's actually get into it. And of course I think we're gonna switch over to the wild area, so we can get more experience. So we can of course level up the lower level ones, and of course level up my team. Because fun fact, when I went into the champion, I was underleveled. I mean, as you can tell from my other party members. I was like, whoa, why is it like a huge level difference from the Elite Four, from Mr. Rose, and from that certain Pokemon battle? Why was it like a huge... I mean, then again, you do get level 60 mod, but like... Bro, it's like a huge increase, and it's like... It feels like they're they think, or they thought that maybe trainers would have gotten a lot more levels than they should have. Well, for me, yeah, I was under level, but I still beat his ass. I mean, I did use a lot of items, more or less potions. I only used 2 revives, but I destroyed his ass, man. It was just more or less finding out what's good against one of his Pokemon. Like, who can tank it and deal with it. At least I know Goose, whatever the Pokemon's third evolution of Zigzagoon here, the Galarian form. Zigzag, I'm just gonna say his nickname that we named him. Zigzag. He took care of the Zippy evolution, whatever that Pokemon's called, the Ghost type. I think he's a Ghost type. Like, he can only do Flamethrower. You really couldn't do anything against him. I just found hilarious. Aside from that counter, I feel like his worst Pokemon to deal with was definitely hands down Charizard. Especially because I was like, he might have a grass move, but I'll still bring Dreadnought, and we'll still try to use him. Nah. Charizard had a grass move. I'm thinking it was Sunny Day. I didn't get to see it. But I think he used Sunny Day. I'm not too sure on that. So we're gonna actually hunt here just for levels. I mean, assuming that I can get through this quickly. If not, then I think we'll focus more on Route 3. Aside from all of that, I think that's all I really want to update. And also, when you get in post-game, I don't know if this is the case throughout the whole game. I don't think it is. But Pokemon will eventually get to 60 when you beat the game. Now, I think it might increase over time. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and check again. Maybe when I go through Shield. Who knows? But what I do know is, obviously, all Mons now in the wild area are 60, nevertheless the Pokemon. So, honestly, it's the best place to train your Pokemon, which I'm okay with. I like that, you know? And of course, you can find Pokemon that give more experience than normal, so it's not a bad place to train. But still, I would rather face against the quote-unquote Elite Four, if you want to say that, and Champion. Because you get money as well, and you do get more experience per Pokemon. Assuming that they just don't increase the levels when you rematch the Elite Four. I don't know. Anyway, we might as well take out a few Cubchews. This could maybe give us a shiny Cubchoo by chance, but I really don't care. And that's gonna be one of the problems in this area, is Cubchoo. And also, yesterday I did do a little bit more of the internet feature. I did finally get the whole, like, Wonder Trade system to work. I figured out that, hey, I wasn't even online when I tried to do it. Like, you could do it, even if you're not online, which it makes somewhat, but not somewhat sense. Especially because you would have to have someone nearby to do Wonder Trade, and at that point, you would rather just trade with them than Wonder Trade, because it's probably your friend. You're not just gonna have some 10 to 20 people randomly walking around your house just to Wonder Trade with you. I don't think that's the case. So I don't know why Wonder Trade or Surprise Trade is a feature for local wireless. You know, I feel like that should just be an online thing. Unless you're at a convention, but then again, I feel like, I don't know, I guess if you don't have, and I don't think if you have the chance to go on in a convention, or somewhere where there's going to be a lot of people with Sword and Shield that are trying to surprise trade. But at that point, it would just make more sense if you just manually trade with them. I don't know, I feel like it's just a weird thing. Anyway, aside from figuring out that issue, I did a few. As you saw, I ended up getting a Galarian egg Ponyta, who was trying to an egg I was trying to get at, which is awesome, because I was thinking of maybe Masuda methoding it, but it's an English version, so it would have to get a different language ditto. And I know some people are training out different language dittos, but I have yet to encounter that. Now, I was trying to breed eggs, but I feel like at this point, I need to face off that dude to do so, or to have a higher chance to do so, so I'm not too sure. Like, I heard he's pretty tough, so I don't know what levels I should go for. But yeah, I'm trying to get Octavosh eggs because the thing about Octavosh, and I think there's the other one, where you have to get both sets of fossils, or at least a different fossil from the other game. You don't have to get it from the other game, it's just rare, you know? And I was thinking of doing that just to help people out so they don't have to go crazy trying to get the other fossil from the other game, which is a lot rarer to get, you know? So it's pretty much just the mix, or at least I'm gonna try to do the mix of the two games, fossil Pokemon, which I think are pretty hilarious. I really like the sword exclusive, you won't even say that, but they're more common for sword. Of course, it's not Octopus. I can't remember the exact name for it. Okay, looks like we're starting to steamroll here. Thank you, zigzagoon. So I might actually look into it. So assuming, because that's the plan after I get a shiny zigzagoon, assuming we actually get him this stream. Which I don't know how long we're going to stream, since it's actually a very late stream. Like, I don't stream this late, but I was like, you know what, fudge it, I still want to stream it. I finished the game, might as well update peeps, and finally get the shiny zigzagoon that's been kind of evading us. Assuming that the rates are correct. But then again, it's not as bad as other people, especially like A-Drive, or other people that are gone around like 3,000 above, just to try to get their shiny, which... who knows? Like, I don't know if it's a 3% to get that rate, assuming that you've been 500. I'm still not clarified if that's still the case, after everything that just went through. Because if it is, it's going to be a lot more rare than 1 out of 685, because it's a 3% to get that, so... I think it's going to be like over 1,000 for sure, but not over 2,000. Is, I guess, the better placement of the rate. Assuming. Okay, cut. Is there anyone that's gonna spawn any zigzagoons? Hey, 2! I'll take that. And of course, actually keep defeat Pokemon. Supposedly, in the terms of what Pokemon Company said, it increases the chance of a specific set of time. So who knows exactly on that? I don't think anyone's really figured that out yet. I might be incorrect on that too. Maybe they already figured out, but haven't made it. That hadn't said anything yet. Who knows? And then again, that might be a bad idea to do the 60 version. Because with level 60, there might be that chance and it might be hard to catch. But I mean, I have over 100 Ultra Bars, so I'm not really afraid of failing Zigzagoon. And I think it might be the same catch rate, it's just that it's higher level. That's also a possibility. Who knows? We'll see when we get around to it, assuming that we actually get it. Hey, 2 more. Maybe it's... I don't know, they specifically said the wild area. So I wonder if it's more effective to shiny hunt in the wild area, assuming the Pokemon is in a wild area, which there might... I know Zigzagoon here sometimes spawns in, like, more cold weather. Well, I know if it's lasering heat, I was farming the cactus Pokemon over here, trying to see if I could actually get an egg, which, like I said, I'm gonna have to probably... I know I have to beat that guy, I know I need to get the egg charm, but I don't know if I can do it now. I'm gonna have to look into it and see. Stuffle, hey Kachu. Thank you for despawning on me. Okay, more stuff will... Hey! 2 zigzagoons. We run into something else. Okay, vanilla light. Don't worry about it, I'll still only focus on zigzagoons if we can. And also, I really love Cinderace. Like, when I knew or saw the final evolutions oh so long ago, like I said, I really didn't know who to choose, and you guys voted for ended up getting Cinderace. I really love Cinderace, honestly. I did see the signature move of Inteleon. Pretty dope, I say so myself. I really, yeah, that was a really cool move. And of course there was, why can't I even remember his name? Pretty much the grass ever started. Not so much. Like, I really don't like it as much as I first did. I would say he's probably, for me, now the worst of the three. Just that much of a difference. Just seeing their signature move and just seeing him in action. Because I feel like I actually got the worst of the three, so I think it's pretty much just like Wood Hammer. No, was it? No. I don't know why I keep thinking Wood Hammer. What that move? No, it's like vines that go through the ground. It's not as cool compared to the other two, but it's that nevertheless. Yeah, you know, I don't know why I'm actually trying to level up these two. I mean, 3. I mean, I was thinking of training in this area anyway, but... I'm gonna switch over to the other 3. Other 2, technically. Another thing to note, really love Corviknight. Corviknight was a bro. He pretty much sold a lot of the gems. Like, he's a really good Pokemon. Like, like, assuming, like, you gotta assume so, because he's the fat bird of the generation. Majority of the fat birds of the generation are really good. So I shouldn't really be too surprised, if I'm gonna be honest. And of course, we're gonna use Eternatus here, because I was using, what was it called again? Grapple? Yeah, Flapple. Which, I didn't really use him that much. I mean, he kind of worked, but I didn't really use him as much as I wanted to. And Amasno kind of does the same things as he does. It's just that at least he's not weak to the same moves. I don't know. Hey, welcome to the stream, Sunins. And yeah, thank you for the follow. But yeah, so I might as well just use the main team except switch Flapple with Eternatus. So we're gonna chain those guys up, and I'm gonna, after a bit, I think we're gonna check out the Egg Charm guy. I mean, assuming even if we do get a shiny Zigzagoon or not, I'll at least try to get the Charm before then. Actually, some streamer actually got Zigzagoon. Yeah, I did also see a video with A-Drive going over people who've gotten shinies that were really lucky. And I know someone did get a shiny Zigzagoon really early on, so congratulations to that dude. And if this is someone different, then also congratulations to that dude. Not too surprised that a lot of people are going after Zigzagoon. He's early on. It's a really good shiny. And also it's a, if I'm going to be honest, a really cool Galarian form. For me, anyway. It's my favorite of all of them. Yeah, there's several areas. The best is generally Route 3, and in certain conditions, like around the daycare center here. Which we're doing here for the experience. So that's why we're doing it here. I mean, there's also the chance to get Kaiju and other Pokemon, but yeah. I think the best area is Route 3, but we're, like I said, just for experience. Assuming we get more, like, we can easily just have the Pokemon despawn, and then spawn in more again, so it's not that bad, I would say, for Zigzagoon here. You had 5 shiny hunts. Oh, so you got like 5 different shinies already? I mean, for me, my shiny luck has been pretty oof in this game so far. But that's also without the shiny charm. I still don't have the shiny charm. Like, I was thinking, maybe after I get the, if I do get the shiny Zigzagoon, after I get the egg charm, I'm gonna try to complete the Pokedex, but with the help of Wonder Trade, or the Wonder Trade of this game. Oh, this is good there. So I still want to get some eggs going, but right now, not so much. So, oh, so you got 3. Oh, 3 shinies from your 5 shiny hunts that you've been doing off and on. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, welcome to the stream, Flip Kicks. How you doing? Oh, did not mean to run and pick up through there. Yeah, I mean, this is since, I think, yeah, pretty much after the game launched on Friday, I started to mainly focus on Zigzagoon. And I still have yet to grab myself a shiny Zigzagoon. Yeah. And I know, like I said, Route 3 is more common, but we're just trying to train Pokemon here. And he's spawning every so often. It's not that bad, so we'll do it. Got a shiny Carkle, Ponyta, and Blueblade. Dope. Killed. Oh, so you got 5 shinies. You killed 2. Ugh, that sucks, man. I have never killed a shiny before. Well, that sucks. I don't know the feeling, but I know it would suck. Especially if it was a long count. There was one time I almost did. And most of my shiny hunts, I haven't done it on stream before, like 10. There we go. There we go. I'm so sorry about that. OBS decides to just be weird. Like, my internet's really good, and there's no problem with the internet. It's just, Restream is weird for me. Not Restream, OBS. OBS decided to just disconnect, reconnect. Sorry about that. I'm back now. Oh, because you're Inteleon one-shot at that. Oh, you accidentally pressed an attack. Maybe you didn't find it was shiny. Oh, I can see that. But anyway. Yeah, it happens at least once in a long stream. You know, it's not that common for me, so I don't know. It's just an OBS thing. I don't know why it does it. It's weird. Like, I could stream. I could be on the internet. I'll be fine. But very so often, like, it's not a common thing, it'll just disconnect for some weird reason. It's like, okay, thank you, OBS. Anyway, aside from ranting on OBS here, so far nothing. I didn't really go far after that 1030th Zigzagoon encounter. Oh, Shield Cold! Don't think, no. There's no need for Shield Cold. Oh. That would suck. Well, the thing is, the only animal that can get up on my desk here would be the cat. And usually the cat doesn't do anything when I'm streaming. Like, he doesn't get around to the desk, so I don't have to worry about that so much, but I could definitely see a dog doing that to someone on stream. Alas, unless someone puts a dog on the desk, What's that be? Douche, lovery, nuisance, but if it happens, it happens, but I haven't really had much issue with the other animals. Anyway. Okay, so I'm thinking about which shiny Pokemon I want to go for. I do want to try to get the shiny charm. I'm debating on that, but I've been thinking of doing like a sort of Masuda method shiny. I like Galarian Zigzagoon. It does the shimmy. Oh yeah, the zigzagoon movement. Yeah, I do love it too. It's cute. But yeah, so Masuda methoding. I was thinking of either doing one of the starters. I know a lot of people have done that. I was also thinking of doing like either Ponyta. Maybe, you know what? I've been also thinking of maybe doing one of the fossil Pokemon. Like I really like, oh, what's its name? Pretty much the common one for Sword, the one that pretty much give you. It's not. Is it Octafos? Can't remember the exact naming. But you know what I'm talking about. The cold one. The one that's the bird head and the fish body. I was thinking of maybe shiny hunting that with Masuda methoding. But that's an after Zigzagoon. Dreadnought. Why is that? Oh, it was Dreadnought again. That sounds familiar. Dreadnought. What? Dreadnought. You mean Dreadnought? Oh no, I named it Snap. Trying to remember. Is it just Dreadnought or is it Dreadnought?
Dreadnought!
Dustina, please. No.
You asked!
No, I'm not even talking to you. Anyway, Dreadnought. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's Dreadnought, not Dreadnought. Unless it's something else that I have not somehow encountered because I don't know the whole Pokedex. I don't know the exclusives. There might be some Pokemon I don't exactly know, but no. It's unless you're talking about Dreadnought. Yeah. I can see where you might get the knots to it, but Oddish. I mean, Masuda methoding. I mean, I could go with Oddish, but I maybe as like able to help capture Pokemon and the shiny. It's a possibility. I know I have. I mean, I can't use that because of the Pokedex issue, so I can't use Breloom because I have a shiny Breloom. That's from someone random. I think it was from Under Trade. But I can't use them in this game because Pokemon Bank's not out, and I don't think you can even use them anyway because Shroomish and Breloom are not even in this game. So that's out of the picture. Actually, since I don't know if I'll be able to one shiny Zigzagoons here. We'll see. I mean, then again, he is weak, so I should be able to. We'll try a Flame Charge. If it doesn't, then I might either go to the Pokemon Center. Okay, we do, so we're not gonna worry about it. Oh, I think I heard him. Here we go. Is it Octazol? I think it's Octazol, not Aquafault. Because I think it's like a little bit different pronunciation at a certain part of the name, depending upon the combination. I have to go check its name out, but I think I'm just trying to hunt that. I mean, then again, I could just soft reset with fossils because I could probably get like 6 at a time. I don't know. I'll think of. I'm gonna think about it more. Have you got Galarian Yen Mask? Yes, I do have Galarian Yen Mask. I don't know how to evolve it. I have not evolved it yet. But yes, obviously I do have it. And it's one of those that I did also think about maybe shiny hunting later on. Because I was like, I was chaving Snover a little bit, and I was like, there was like a potential for me to get a shiny. I was thinking, I might end up accidentally shiny hunting Galarian Yen Mask by training. But alas, that didn't really happen. I'm trying to think, like, I'm guessing it's gonna be one of those you have to be in a certain area. It's my thought process. And that's what I'm thinking. Like in a desert area, or it might have to be a sandstorm. I don't know, I'm just guessing at that. It could also be just normal level ups. I know Mr. Mime did, but that's take 49 or more damage. So it has to be weak. So the gist with it is you need to use it so much, struggle, so you might have to have it over-leveled a bit. And then maybe use a rare candy to get 1 extra level, or get a level, or maybe you get a level by trying to struggle. That's my thinking, if that's how it is. Let me see if this is going over here, because we're still in the same area. Yeah. No, it has to be in a battle. Okay. So I would have to just keep continuously... that might be annoying. But I think it's not impossible. It might take several times to do it. Like, we'll see. I'll see when we get around to it. It's gonna be one of those I'd have to kind of be lucky with. And I might just get it by chance. Or, does it matter? It's one of those, I legit have to try it out and see. Come here, zigzagoons. Evolution is decent. I mean, I kind of saw it in the trailer, but I don't think I've really completely just looked at it. I know there's like one Galarian evolution, because I can't recognize it. I'm thinking it's Darmanitan's evolution. I'm not sure about that, because it kind of reminds me of Lonoon to Goosaphone, or whatever the evolution of that, Goosa something. It kind of reminds me of Zigzagoon for the Betan. Don't know. I would have to also test that out too. Maybe you guys already know. Yeah, the snowman one. Because I did see that YouTube. Thank YouTube on that, but I did see it. Supposedly it's a Galarian by the thumbnail, and I'm just guessing it's an evolution of Darmanitan. That's the only thing I can come up with. Might be middle evolution. Who knows? Not really known without testing it. It could also be a Shield exclusive. Don't know. I know there is personal, but I'm not sure if that's Shield exclusive either. I haven't seen it, but I know Surfetched is an exclusive. I have yet to find a normal Farfetched. Like, I tried looking on the route he's supposed to be in, and he has yet to show up. So I'm gonna have to look more into that later on. But I did hear Surfetched was really good. But I didn't really have the chance to use it. But I will say, I really like the look. I really like what they did with normal Galarian Farfetch'd. He's looking like Ichigo, if I'm gonna be really honest. But not Ichigo, like someone, just any anime character that has a sword over their back. Here we go, another zigzagoon. There were two types of Farfetch'd? I mean, unless you're talking about the normal version of Farfetch'd, it should only be the Galarian version, in this game anyway. Unless you're able to transfer it from Pokemon Bank, or Pokemon Home, technically, in 2020. But sure, we're closing in on 2020, assuming that YouTube doesn't disappear in 2020. Anyway, yeah, thank you for stopping by, Senims? However you pronounce your name. Thank you for stopping by. Have a nice day. Don't know how long we're going to stream for tonight. It's going to be a shorter stream than most of the Shiny Hunt streams because it's later than usual since I started streaming, so yeah. For anyone that's still watching, just don't expect it to be that long. At most, 3 hours. So we'll see. Okay, 2 more over here. Also, I still have to do the whole, like, posting too, so that's another thing to note that I probably will do after off-screen. I'll see. It just depends upon how difficult Hop is, and how difficult it is to get the egg charm. Because I know that's a thing, but I don't know how strong that soul-gazing police cop is. I should say Reaper police cop, because he looks into your soul. Like, so one thing that I want to talk about is, why did they make the police cops like that in this game? It's like they look like they're just staring into your soul, ready to just gobble it up. Anyway. Holy cow, 3 zigzagoons. Awesome. Okay, I think headbutt one-shots. I mean, I think I've already used it several times. No, it does not. Okay. So, probably not gonna use headbutt. Maybe if I'm higher level and we're still shiny hunting, then maybe then. Okay. Not shiny yet. Okay, so the third one here. Nope. Hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, how you doing? Okay, come on. Look, there's another one. I think we're definitely. I say we're gonna switch to different Pokemon. I mean, to the Pokemon Center. Why did I say switch? Go back to the Pokemon Center. I might switch. Trying to think. Who would be good Pokemon to use? Maybe Corviknight. We'll try out Corviknight. I mean, I do have the beak on Corviknight, so we should be able to possibly watch out with Jobeak, words. But I don't know about Clock, and I don't know about Steel Room, so we'll test that around when we get around to it. Come here, zigzagoon. I don't know if that's a thing for Twitch. I know for certain I don't have that as a command. And I somehow did not one-shot the Zigzagoon with Flame Charge. Okay, this weird random Zigzagoon. But I do have commands for Nightbot. So if you want to, well, I don't have it available for this stream because I'm not using Nightbot this stream, obviously, because I'm streaming a console, and we're not gonna just randomly do music aside from the game music. So aside from that, don't really have that many commands for Twitch. Aside from Nightbot, assuming that we're using it. Okay, we're not gonna use Eternatus because of pressure. Sorry, bro. And also, I did not use Eternatus, actually, when I faced the champion, so no clue if Eternatus would have mattered, if I did or not. I mean, I think I would have been able to deal with his Charizard a lot better with Eternatus, but aside from that, yeah, don't know if he would have been as helpful. And we can't run away from the Sneasel. That's kind of annoying. Sneasel, boy. Can we not? Please allow me to escape. Thank you. Oh, I have Brave Bird. I forgot. I am not using Brave Bird. And yeah, that's gonna be the problem with Steel Room. Okay, maybe not Corviknight. There's too many moves that are not the best. Recoil, not being able to hit. I mean, Jilpek should be able to one-shot, but let me think. What other possible Pokemon? Zigzag? Maybe? But then I would have neutral with dark. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go back to Pokemon Center. So after these two encounters, we'll go back to Pokemon Center and just keep using Cinderace. shiny? Come on, this is good. At least show up before 3,000. Like, I really don't know. Like, I know they're still testing out the shiny hunting method, so it could be that the 3% to get a 1 out of 685. It could be just completely 685. Who knows? I'm still waiting to see the confirmation on that. Unless that's actually correct. Which, if it is, that's a lot harder chance than 1 out of 682. Because technically, like last time, it was like 1,000, 1 of 1,300 something, 1,300. So it's gonna be a lot worse than that because you have a higher rate anyway, and if you lower percentage chance, like 30 minus 30% chance. So it's like, I feel like it's a lot better than the normal rate, but it's gonna be like 1 out of 2,000, I think, is my guess on the actual rates to get a shiny with this method. Assuming that that 3% is the 3% to get that rate. Okay. Kinda wish you could skip that. That's fine. That's not what I wanted to do. I keep accidentally doing that. Because I'm so used to pressing start in the old games to go to the menu. I heard that. Come here, zigzagoon. Okay. 1,060? Nope. One day we'll get it. It just depends upon when zigzagoon feels like it. Honestly, I still want to try to get a shiny charm, just so we won't have to worry about the rates, you know? Because that automatically would be higher chance. So like I said, I do have that plan of just wonder trading a lot. It just comes down to actually getting the egg charm. And I might save that after post-game. We'll see. And we're gonna actually get more zigzagoons here. Ooh. Hey, there we go. Another one. Thank you. Okay, can we not get screwed over by Kumpachus? Thank you. Okay. Oh, that was another one. Hey, there's a Goku one. Awesome. Shiny? Nope. The Goku one would be best shiny because then it would actually be a lot more competitively viable. But the last, nope. He might actually be faster than Cinderace. Nope. I know there might be some that might be faster, depending upon if they have Quick Guard or not. Okay. 295 rocks. Thank you for the rocks. I mean, like, the only thing I'm using mods for, honestly, is just to get the fossils. Aside from that, like, I haven't really been using the watts on anything else. I might have more things I might go for, depending upon the situation. Hey, welcome to the stream, Bob, the gamer. How you doing? Okay, another zigzagoon here. One of these days, I feel like if I could, depending upon what we're shiny hunting, I feel like just getting someone into the chat will get a shiny for us. I'm just hoping one of those days happen, but we'll see. It depends on how nice the game is. Try to get Zigzagoon, but I can't get it. Same here. But all I would say for shiny hunting is one day you will get it. It could be a year from now, you'll still end up getting it. Like, it's not impossible. It's not like gacha games where you're limited, you know. You actually have an unlimited amount of times of this. I mean, then again, it's a lot lower rate than a gacha game, but still, you gotta get the gist of what I'm getting at. There was another Zigzagoon. There's two of them. Eat. Come back here. Which shinies do you have? None in this game, still. I mean, this is the first shiny I'm hunting. But in total, of me playing through all the games and me shiny hunting in past games, and of how long I've been playing through the series, rough estimate, since I don't know the exact estimate, at least over 90 shinies. I don't know the exact amount. I just know I have over 3 boxes of shinies throughout multiple games. Not older games, but more or less just split from other games like Sun and Ultra Moon, maybe some in Sun or Moon. Since I do like to transfer them over, I don't like to keep them in the same games or the games I originally got them from, because I might want to replay through the game, and so I don't want to lose the shiny because I reset the data. And sometimes I do that, so that's why I transfer all the Pokemon that I want to transfer, and then if I want to play through the game again, I reset it. Simple as that. Looks like we have another Goku Zigzagoon over there. Okay, Snap and Zigzag got level 60. Nothing too crazy. Come here, Goku Zigzagoon. And no shiny. Right? Will this Zigzagoon outspeed me? I don't think it will. Nope. Like, even if we're like only 9 levels difference, like, it's still the single stage evolution, so it's like, he shouldn't be able to outspeed Cinderace. Because Cinderace is actually kind of speedy. Same thing for Teleon. Not so much for the grass style. Random Cupchew, how you doing, bro? Sorry, but we're not gonna deal with you. We're gonna just run away. Okay, here's another one. And then when the zigzagoon stops spawning, we'll just go back to Route 3. I know eventually the weather will change. So next time we'll change would be in 10 minutes, assuming that the weather does change. Oh, no, 3 of them! Awesome. Okay, not shiny. That's fine. We're just gonna keep double kicking. Okay, will these two be shiny? First one, nope. Okay. And this one. Survey says, nope. One of these days, man. I'm surprised at this point I haven't got it, because if I'm gonna be honest, so generally, if I'm gonna be honest with my luck when it comes to shiny Pokemon, like, I'm generally lucky, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't usually get that bad of hunts. I mean, then again, I don't really count, but it really doesn't take that long for me to find a shiny, especially if I'm soft resetting. Like, and majority of the shiny Pokemon that I continue on shiny hunting, aka soft resetting for legendaries, like in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and maybe Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which I don't really do that anyway anymore, just mostly Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I mean, I did for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for Zekrom and Reshiram. I think I mean, I haven't really tried Kyurem. I know I kind of started that, but then I just stopped because of Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and then now these games. I know one day I'll get around to it, and I mean, I'm not gonna be able to stream it, but one day I will. But yeah, generally, it doesn't take over a week for me. I mean, then again, I haven't really been streaming week's time. I haven't really been streaming a full 7 days yet with zigzagoon here, but I'll be kind of surprised if we don't manage to get it in a week's time. But then again, who knows? Like, at this point, I feel like I've been getting a little bit unlucky. But who knows? Like, it could legit be the next encounter. Nope, but it could be. Okay, there's the other one. It looked like there was a Goku Noribot. Not gonna deal with it though. I do have a shiny Nori which I think I got of Nori Bats. What was it? I think it was Friend Safari that ended up getting a shiny Nori Bat. I can't remember. It was either Wonder Trade or Friend Safari. I think it was Friend Safari. And then, of course, obviously I evolved it into Nori Bat. Nori Vern. What am I saying? Nori Vern. I don't know why I said bat there. Okay, 2 more. Okay, and nope. I wanted to see if anyone's... I know probably some people already have, but already found themselves probably like random encounter shiny, and I'm guessing some people probably got a shiny on their first attempt. Let me see. I don't know where I was going with that. Like, I'm kind of curious to see how everyone else's hunts are going, or have gone. Unless I actually see if there's anyone that posted new shinies, which doesn't seem like it. I just know that someone got a random Electrike, and I know someone got Sobble with 42 eggs. Not the first one streamed, though. And then 24 eggs for Score Bunny. So, like, some people have been getting really lucky shinies or really lucky rates when it comes to starters in the eggs. Okay, so 3 more minutes, and we'll see what the weather changes to. Come on! Come on, zigzagoon. There's another one. There we go. Okay. We can scare away the Nori Bat. We can scare this Nori Bat away. Because they despawn when you do that. I did not mean to encounter it. Hey, bro. See ya, bro. Come on, zigzag. There's one. I thought I saw one. Double kick. Think? No. Okay, so we're gonna go to different grass here. So weather should change here in a sec. Yep, I think the weather just did? Nope. Okay, now it should. Assuming that it will. So I think this is actually the normal weather in this area. I just know that this area can get blizzard and maybe sandstorm. I think it can actually, technically, probably, I think it gets all the weather. All the weather types. Doesn't seem like it changed. I think it was yesterday when it... Was it yesterday? I just remember that... I think I was trying to find the digging deer over here. And I could not see anything for the light of me. I couldn't find them for some time. Just because it was that bad of weather in-game. Kick. What was that cry? I would have to go back and check. So I think that was Cupchew, but it didn't sound like a Cupchew. That was weird. Maybe that was like multiple? Going at once? Maybe. Yeah, I think it was Cupchew. It just sounded so weird. Stuffle. Was it Zigzagoon? So here comes you. Don't really care about you. Okay, anything else? Nope. Go over to this grassman. Okay, here's another one. So we'll see if Flame Charge one-shots. If not, I mean, I know sometimes it can. So I think we'll do it a few times and then see if we'll go to we need to go to the Poké Center. Come on, Zigzagoon. There should be at least one here. Nice. Come on, Flame Charge. Any more? Nope. Just lots and lots and lots of Cupchews. Not Cupchews. Oh. Yeah, Cupchews. What am I saying? I was like thinking of a different Pokemon when I said that. Anyway. And let's see over here. 2. Not bad. So at least 2. Nothing. That's fine. Okay. There we go, another one. Gotta be careful here. I mean, I say careful, but I mean, we can run into Captain if it's shiny. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Because there's no chain to it, so. Come on, Noibat. Run away, thank you. 2 zigzagoons here. Feeling charged up. Okay, Eternatus getting to 62. Let's see here. Nope. Okay, any more? Nope, just quite a ton amount of Cubchews. You're cute, but I'm not shiny hunting you. Like, I would gladly accept you into my arms if you're a shiny. But we're not shiny hunting you. So, nope, sorry, bro. Okay. Nope. Okay, level-wise, we're not doing bad. Okay, still lots of Cubchews. Oh, I heard that. 2 of them. Nice. There's this. Oh, another one spawned in. Nice. If this keeps happening, maybe we'll get a shiny. Maybe the game will just be still like, nope. We're just gonna keep giving you zigzagoons. We'll just hope you catch it. Okay, 1,101. And Not a shiny. It's kind of ironic. It's like I'm afraid that I'm gonna be like underleveled or I'm gonna have a hard time. I feel like it's not gonna be that difficult doing post game. Like I feel like it's gonna be not as difficult. Like it might be levels of where the champion was, where Leon was. Anyway, I mean, I haven't really even talked about the game and my thoughts about this game. So, I might as well talk about it now, because like I said, I never really did get around to saying how my thoughts were, because I know, like I said, I just completed the game yesterday, so I'll probably talk about this more, again, in different live streams in the future, just for the people that are curious. So, let's go over with what people had problems with this game. Pokédex. Honestly, it didn't really mind. For me, I didn't really care all that much. Like I said before this game came out, it's legit gonna be like any other generation without Pokemon Bank or every other earlier generations. You know, like Generation 3 or Generation 2 or Generation 1 games. Like, they made, like, each game has Pokemon there for a reason. That specific Pokemon. So, it doesn't make me mad that I can't use my favorite Pokemon from a different game. And I'm not that mad about it. Now, I'm still disappointed that they couldn't do it, but it doesn't really make me, doesn't affect me all too much. Like, if it doesn't belong in the game, that's fine. I don't have to use it when I first play through the game. It doesn't matter to me anyway. Now, post-game or after the game's done, not really. Still, like, yeah. Assuming that you can get, let me see. If you actually look, do I have any ribbon for the champion? So yeah, like the only thing I could say is like, oh, maybe the Galar champion ribbon. That's the only reason why I would want a Pokemon into this game. It's like, oh hey, I'm just gonna bring a Pokemon through all the generations. And I can't do that now if the Pokemon's not in it. Like, that's the only thing that I would be mad about. Which is nothing too crazy about to begin with. I know some people's different, but for me, if anything, it's mostly just for getting ribbons. Like, that's like I was trying to do that with the Evolto, but obviously I'm not going to be able to do it now, but it doesn't really matter to me. Anyway, to begin with, it's not life or death situation. But I am still disappointed that they couldn't do it, and I feel like they should have changed it or something, like as DLC or updates, they release more Pokemon to the game. Like, maybe when Pokemon Bank launches, they release the rest of the Pokedex. Anyway, aside from that nitpick, and then they possibly delaying the game to do that, it makes sense why. The reason is they give playing through the game and understanding understanding the game itself. There's a lot of animations to this game. There's 2 sets of animations for battle and for the tent, like that camp thingamabob. There are so many animations just for one Pokemon in the camp. Like, it's nuts. So with just 400 different Pokemon, and just go online. There's like people talking about like how much animations and things for the camp that are like, okay, that's really detailed. Like for one, Bolthound, for a lot of people, like they strongly believe like Bolthound looks like an actual dog. That's how well they did the animations for Bolthound. Like, you cannot lie. The animations, like a majority of them, are really good. And you can tell they took the time to work on them. Now, not all of them. Funny enough, double kicks is a weird example because I know a lot of people say about talk about the animation for double kick. Sometimes it works correctly, like you would assume what double kick would look like, and then sometimes it doesn't. For instance, Cinderace normally jumps in double kick, but in certain situations, like let's say Eternatus battle, he was actually kicking with double kick. So I'm not too sure. Is it because of like how the game reads it? It doesn't know what to do with double kick, and the Pokemon's supposed to do something, but it's a glitch. I don't know. It's weird. I don't get why double kick does that, but for the majority of the moves, works correctly. And I don't know why raid battles it works correctly. I don't know why. You would have to test out for you to get SOs, but I was able to double kick and it actually looked like a double kick. Like if he would actually kick, and he does double kick, but that's only like in, for instance, the Eternatus raid battle for quote unquote spoiler alert, kind of like at the end of the game, he was doing that. So I'm not too sure why that wasn't working properly. So that is one thing I will preference saying about that animation. So maybe it's because of a glitch for some of those, but I feel like majority of the animations work correctly, if I'm gonna be honest. So for me, animation side of things, I mean, there might be some that could have worked on more that I did notice. You could argue about the whole legendary foxes, not foxes, wolves. People call them dogs, but they're wolves. I know, I get it. But I know there's some instances where they don't walk properly, and it's like the Pokemon walk, if you know what I'm talking about. Like them turning, they're not actually turning like they're supposed to. They just like slide turn, and then walk. So yeah, those are still in there. And then there's one point where Opal, the 6th gym leader, the fairy gym, it looked unnatural of her walking up the stairs. Because there's one point where she's walking up the stairs, since she walks so slowly, she's not properly walking up the stairs. It looks like her foot's going through the steps. Like she's a weird Hulk hybrid old lady. But yeah. Aside from that, I didn't really see anything too inconsistent when it comes to animations. Going through blocks, not working properly. Like, a decent amount of them worked correctly, so I didn't see too much of an issue with the animations. Aside from the tree textures, so talking about the tree textures and textures of the game, like, most of the textures look decent enough. I mean, in some situations it could have been improved upon, but like, how they did it with the battlefield, it makes sense. Actually, in-game when you're walking around, not so much. You know, especially the tree texture, which in some areas looks natural. Like in the desert area, the texture actually works. But out here, this texture does not work whatsoever. And I don't know what went wrong with this. Like this, even in a game like this, looks bad. Like, how? I feel like they could definitely improve upon the texture of the tree. Like, seriously, I will say that. And I know some people already have. My thought process is maybe they just messed up somewhere and they were just like, well, we don't have enough time to fix it, so we'll sadly have to leave it in the game. That's my thought process on what happened. And I know it was very early on. Like, when the game first launched, some people already changed the tree texture to actually look like a tree. And I've seen the video before, and it looks good. Like, I feel like when it comes to the tree textures, they look better far away than up close. But I will admit the textures that one person did looked a lot better. I will admit. I would just have to see the texture in other areas, because I know there's some other areas that maybe a normal looking tree should not be there, like a desert. So, stuff like that, I feel like that wouldn't really work, but I guess that's more or less nitpicking. And then the majority of the game is the same texture anyway. Even in that desert area explained, it's the same, it's just different coloring. So it does really make me think that what happened with the tree texture is like they couldn't fix it, or something went wrong, and it just didn't have enough time. It's like the whole like, well, they're on a yearly basis and they can't just postpone anything else since it's already made and ready to go, so they're just like, well, we're just gonna have to go with it. And so that's what I'm thinking what happened with the whole tree texture. Aside from all the nitpicks and the stuff that people said that they would not to buy the game for, it isn't as bad as people said it was. It's one of those games that you have to play it to really say if you like it or not. You have to see it for yourself. Is, I guess, another way of saying it, because I think most people would have to see it first before they're gonna buy it, obviously. For me, I actually really enjoyed this game. Like, I assumed I would enjoy this game. I did. I loved how they focused on the gyms. Some nitpicks for me, I feel like around the end game, there are some spots that are a little weird. Like the one part where after you beat, pretty much before you get to the Champions Finals, before you face the Elite Four, etc., after you beat Hop, like waiting for Leon to come, and then the story bit of that, it just felt weird or inconsistent. Like Leon being gone, oh shit, he's in trouble. And then of course, Morlina being there like, no you don't, which makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, it just like, the game assumed that something bad was happening, it just didn't fit right, it worked. It's hard to describe what I'm trying to say. It's like, I don't know, it's like trying to get to point A to point B, but it's like going from point A to point C. There was like something missing to that. It didn't felt right. I'm not trying to say too much because it kind of spoils the game story, but that part felt inconsistent. Aside from that, after that little bit of inconsistency, it makes sense, but it doesn't fit right into how they paced it through. But aside from that, in-game, like, before the champion, the final battle, Rose, and even the assistant, or leader, or whatever her name was pretty dope. I really loved it. The music was really amazing. Talk about the OST of this game. The OST was fucking amazing in this game. I really liked what they did with Leon. Like I said before, I somehow ended up being really underleveled when it came to the Leon, because I assumed that he was not going to have above level 60 Pokemon. Like, they were going to make it probably his ace to be maybe 59. No. I think it was mostly because of the whole Eternatus being put in there. They were like, well, let's just have it at base levels, at least at 61. Let's make his ace 65. Yeah. My highest level Pokemon, I think, was at level 59 or 60, which was Cinderace. My lowest level was 53. It was like, hello! Okay, Leon. Why? Maybe that's why everyone couldn't beat him? They were so underleveled? Anyway, it wasn't difficult. I just had to make sure I had the right Pokemon out and to be able to survive. I think the total amount of revives I used were 2. I didn't even use any max revives. I used normal revives. And I just used a lot of super potions. I didn't even use any full restores. I think I only used 1 max potion, but no full restores. So it wasn't as difficult that I needed to spam potions. It was just more or less getting the right Pokemon out to deal with. I feel like one of the, obviously his worst Pokemon to deal with was Charizard. I tried to use Dreadnought. Obviously, if you try to use Dreadnought, you already know what ends up happening. You get nuked to death. So don't even try using Dreadnought against this Charizard. Unless your Dreadnought outspeeds him, don't. Just don't. Anyway, aside from that, yeah, it was a nice, fun challenge. I was not expecting it to actually be that difficult. So that's why I kind of laid off, not dealt anything. I kept saying Hop. Whatever his name is. Yeah. Is it Hop? Ah, I can't remember his name now. What am I doing? So, I'm gonna actually face off against him and try to do the quote-unquote post-game, as I'm guessing what the post-game is. So I didn't do that yet just because I didn't really know how it would go. Let's see. Have we finally got an egg yet? Nope! Seriously, I really need that egg charm. So I might just do that first. But before then, no shiny on you. So 1 no shiny yet. So that's another reason why I'm doing Wild Area 2, is for experience grinding, getting my Pokemon higher level, so we can deal with that one dude that's double battles. I think that's gonna be annoying to deal with, and doing the post game. Get my Pokemon at least some levels. I might do the quote-unquote Elite Four again, because I actually like the Elite Four theme. At first I didn't like it, but then I grew into liking it. And as well as facing off against the champion, seeing if the levels are the same, or they all got harder, like they actually grew tougher, you know? So I'll see about that. Because I know in most Pokemon games, they increase the levels, so they're a lot more difficult. So we'll see if they did that with this game. I think they kind of did with Sun and Moon. Not too sure about Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I can't remember. I know with Sun and Moon, you could re-challenge and there'd be different challengers for you. Because I actually like doing Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon was actually pretty cool. I think Ultra Sun and Moon was different with different trainers. I didn't really do it as much in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but I did it with Sun and Moon when it first came out, a decent amount. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, eventually, you pretty much just kind of like old code the Pokemon, but still. It's fun. Anyway. Come on. Come on, zigzag. There's another one. Okay, nope, shine. Okay, another zigzagoon. Awesome possum. No shiny. And my monitor decided to disappear. Thank you. Cinderace for sure is gonna be over leveled. Level 70, but that's fine. I don't mind my starter being max level. I kinda wanna just get capturing the main legendary. Come on, zigzag! Zigzagoon. Come on, I know you can appear as a shiny. Let's end this. Level 70 for Cinderace Stagger. Dope. The big ol' 7-0. More double kicks. Another one. Nope. You know, you would think at this point, if you mass genocide a Pokemon, you would think at least one of them would come out in a fighting. Like if they also need to try to find it. Like, you would think, like, oh hey. Maybe not, because they might be thinking like that one's special for some reason, which it is, but just something to think about. Okay, Sneasel, please don't be a douche. Hey, it's a Goku Zigzagoon. Shiny? Nope. I know there was some weird talks about maybe Goku Pokemon having a higher chance. I forgot what the technical term Pokemon Company did. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep on Goku. But I know there was some weird talks about maybe giving a higher chance. There's no concrete 100% evidence of it. Maybe possible. I don't think it is. Hey, but the good thing is you can get rocks for it, so. There's one good thing about defeating someone on the floor multiple times. You can get a lot of rocks from it. Well, a decent amount. And I just used Headbutt. Don't insta-kill me. Thank you, Zigzagoon. Thank you, Cinderace, of also killing. Defeating. Oh, two more. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I know for certain though that I'm probably gonna use Amber Snow for Yem Mask. There we go, Galarian Yem Mask. Because I was originally, when I first got into the area, I was surprised that there was a Galarian form Yem Mask. At first I was like, wait, it looks different. Oh. That's how my reaction was for Galarian Yet Mask. Hey, welcome to the stream, Melby. How you doing? So yeah, when it comes to SAOMD content, so I know Melby watches the SAOMD content, and it's probably gonna be one day. Because I was thinking of continuing shiny hunting tomorrow. But I could also do it for Monday. And take tomorrow for, like, completing the Pokédex and doing the stuff that I kind of want to do is, like, post-game and getting the egg charm. So we'll see. I'll think about it. I just know that in SAOMD, there's a lot that I need to do. Because I have been legit postponing that. I need to get around to do it. I might actually do... I may or may not do some of it tonight. We'll see. Also, I have been playing Rising Steel off screen. I'm multitasking right now. So there are points kind of slowing down when not doing anything for like a weird, short, brief time. It's because I'm just doing stuff on my phone. Because there's like so much that I want to do for Rising Steel, but I also want to do Sword and Shield, so it's like, ugh. So I've been actually doing a lot of off-screen grinding in that game. Pick up chair. No zigzagoon, so we're gonna have to go to a different patch. Ah, I heard that. Wherever that one zigzagoon went. There's one. Is there two on the more in the grass? Is that what's happening? See, two of them here. Okay. Another one. Nope. Okay. Hey, it's a Goku Scuffle. I already have a shiny Beware, so it's not as important to me. Come here, zigzag. Nope. Looks like we're not gonna be able to use that team. Oh, that's annoying. Anyway, just assume rising skill problems. Instant. Need to break character. No. Okay. Oh, that's what I kept seeing. A great ball. Oop. Okay. More zigzagoons. Okay, yeah, it's not level 59, okay. No more, let's see, this pile of grass, yes, 2 of them. Nope. Shiny Luck's still not here. Okay, several mons got levels. Thank you. A decent amount still, and the random one, Sneasel. Okay, nope. Oh, didn't even realize I was using headbutt there. That's okay. I need to see if headbutt still OHKOs. More so than flame charge. Okay. Any more zigzags? Nope. Just lots of cup chews. Again. Hey, hey, Goku! See, come here, come here. Hey, Noe Bat. I don't want you as a shiny. I was just curious to see if you were. I mean, I already have a shiny Noivern, so I don't know why I'm really caring too much. Oh, hey! I'll take that. Instant spawn zigzagoon, or maybe he was there. Didn't see him. to Cubchoo's. Like, honestly, this would be a better place to shiny hunt Cubchoo. Looks like I'm... At this point, I think we'll just go to Route 3. I mean, yeah, this would be a nice place to train, but... Zigzagoon is kind of a douche. You know? He's not really wanting to show up as a shiny. Nor is he wanting to show up as much. I mean, yeah, Route 3 is a lot better, but I'm still doing this just for experience. And he's not too uncommon. Okay, so there's another one back there. I might as well go for that one as well. I might as well, you know, use the rest of my double kicks. Okay. So we have two more, in the wild area. Yep. Indeed. We've been farming this boy for several days now. More than several streams, I guess is a better way of saying it. That's alright, go on. Tower map, we'll heal again, or just only focus on Route 3 this time. Just to kind of speed up the encounter process, but honestly I don't think I'll probably give about 13 more minutes. Because like I said, this was not going to be a long stream, honestly. As I keep saying, I kind of streamed a little bit later this time around, but yeah, I think even at this point, I think level-wise, I think we're good. I'll try to do the post-game. If I'm still somewhat under-leveled, then I'll just keep aiming for experience. Maybe go somewhere else to get experience. I don't know. We'll see. I still want to try to get eggs from the daycare, but that's taking a while since we don't really quote-unquote have the egg charm yet, so... Doesn't really matter what we do here. Obviously, we're not gonna get much experience anyway, but... I heard that! Come here, bro! Don't run away. No, we could just use headbutt. Like, there's really no point in me hearing too much about double kick. Yeah, this area is so good for Zigzagoon if you really want to shiny hunt him. I'm just multitasking a lot here. Which honestly, I really shouldn't. But then again, I'm still doing it, so. Come here, zigzagoon! Come on, come on, nope. Then again, I think so we're gonna go back to the rates again because I know they changed it and I know there's still a percentage. I know originally with the percentage they thought it was a 33% per chance per encounter, but it could be 1 out of 500 something. I know the rates changed. I'm still thinking that still applies, but instead of 33%, it's 3%. So I think it's actually a lot worse than 1 out of 685. So I think that's what's happening here. Is the reason why people think it's so rare, it's still harder to find, is because it's not that rate. It's only that rate 3% of the time. Assuming I'm doing that correctly. And hopefully you get what I'm saying, you know. But nevertheless, we will get that shiny. You ain't running away, mate. I'll keep finding them. I will try until, like, I, can't stream anymore. Like, that would just be unlucky, you know. Can't stream anymore. Well, goes my shiny on the stream. Okay. Okay, Gloss LaFleur. Any zigzagoons that want to appear for me? 2 of them. Come here. Another one. Okay, 1153. Sorry about that. I'm still multitasking. Because yeah, the rest of the stream is just me. I mean, I am kind of focusing more on SEO as or Raz, whatever how you pronounce it. Okay, come on, zigzag. Okay, nope. So I'm gonna try something here because I know there's something that A Drive was testing out, and I don't know. I think it might be kind of similar. I'm gonna see if it kind of works with me here. But I know with A Drive, he was trying to test out if he just stood there with a certain amount of combo. Back then, we still thought it was chaining, but it's not really the case. Would the Pokemon just spawn in and come towards you? You're guaranteed to spawn if you just wait, you know? So I'm gonna test it out a few times here and see. Just see if he was onto something back then. Okay. No. Not really. That just kind of instantly disproved anything of that quality. A speculation. Okay, nope. Okay, now this is a zigzagoon and a velocity floor. Okay, any more over here? Yes, another one spawned up there. Awesome. And that's one problem I seem to face, is just the fact that there's not enough zigzags on the field, and of course the enemies kind of stop them from spawning the other Pokemon from this game. Which can be annoying, especially if you're searching for a specific Pokemon. It's like, can your other Pokemon just stop spawning in place of? Which also could be nice fodder for possibly getting another shiny as a different Pokemon. I guess it depends upon you, you know? Hey, welcome to the stream, you. How you doing? Sometime soon we'll get out of this shiny zigzagoon hell. That sounds like a Vulpix. Okay, another one spawned in. Nice. Two of them. Okay, so that other Glossifleur despawned, giving us another zigzagoon. Recently got into I mean, one, why? How? Like, was there really any need to? Like, did you guys really get into that bad of a relationship just to get into that situation? I mean, assuming... I'm not gonna assume, actually. I'm just gonna say this, like... I don't think you really should get into a fight. Like, just ignore the person. Like, if they just try to be rude to you or try to annoy you or whatever may be the case, just still ignore them. Just like, whatever. It's up to your girlfriend to decide whether to believe that person or not. And in the end of the day, like, whoever you're with right now would understand the situation, or should anyway, of why, if you ever talked about your ex. So, that's all I gotta say. Well, however that situation end up coming to be, I think it's just best not to even get into any fights to begin with. Even if you hate the person to death, there's really no point into getting into a fight. True. I mean, I could see that being the case. I can see anyone doing that. But honestly, he should have been more of a gentleman, but he wasn't. So, I can understand that situation, you know? But that's not always the case, so it's whatever. If he wants to be a jerkwad, just let him be a jerkwad. I can guarantee you not many people are gonna like him as a jerkwad. And a lot of girls probably wouldn't be that interested in seeing that side of him. Oof. Well, whatever is the case. Yeah. I guess there's nothing really much else to say. Anyway, so far, no shiny zigzagoon. It would be kind of dope to get ourselves our Goku shiny, but nope. The game's still not giving us that shiny luck. I'm doing pretty good. Awesome. Are you currently shiny hunting anything right now? I'm curious. I'm curious from everyone else in the chat. Are you guys currently shiny hunting with me? Are you shiny hunting something else? Are you shiny hunting the same exact Pokemon? And if you have been shiny hunting, what was your encounter? Or which was the Pokemon, I guess would be the way. Because I know most people, I know including me in the past, never really counted my exact encounters. Aside from, you know, me streaming. So I'm curious. How's your guys' luck and how your guys' shiny hunting's been? So far for me in this game, and I think it just comes down to the shiny hunting method, is not as good as it seems. I think if I'm correct with the whole 3% chance to get that percentage of the shiny chance. So if I'm reading the map correctly from Cerebi.net. I know sometimes they get it wrong, but this is the most accurate source. So, with the number of 500 Pokemon defeated of whatever species, you have a 3% chance to get a 1 in 682. Like the last one, but the last one was having higher chances, but the higher chance was more for chain fishing. And we still don't know if chain fishing affects the shiny rates or not. I'm guessing it does. But I don't think it's as good as it was previously in Generation 6. If I ever get the Shiny Charm, maybe. Other than that, I'm not interested in doing it. Gotcha. I see, I see. I don't know how many people have gotten their shiny charms yet. I'm not gonna go ham on the shiny charm until I guess the best time would be eventually getting the egg charm, so I can get a lot of eggs from the daycare and just win a trade, just to see what I get. It will help out in the future for Masuda Methodine, but will also help me get the other starters. It will help me get Pokemon that I can't get in this game. I know it's by chance, but a lot of people, especially now and for forever, are still gonna be shiny hunting starters and other Pokemon that I don't have in this game. And it'll be also easier to get rare Pokemon if I'm lucky enough. So that's kind of the thought process right now. I have not yet gotten the egg charm. I still have not done post-game. So I will be doing post-game, get the egg charm, get eggs going, and try my luck at 200 trades, and then just mass evolve, mass train, mass complete the Pokedex. And that's the current plan going forward for the shiny charm. I think I already said that multiple times before this stream, but you kind of get what I'm getting at, you know? It would be kind of cool to get ourselves a shiny tonight, but looking at the time, I think I've already gone past how long I want to stream, honestly. So I think we're going to just do a few more encounters here, and I think that would actually be it. I'm going to try to stream maybe Pokemon tomorrow or Monday, like I said before, and see from there. I might do Pokemon tomorrow, and SEO grind off stream, and maybe Monday I stream SEO. I do need to get around to SEO. I desperately need to. There is so much to do that I've been slacking on. And then again, I'm gonna have more time to do mobile games because I finished Sword. Well, technically. I mean, yeah, I finished the game, but there's still a lot to do in this game, and I'm still having fun, enjoying it, and there's still some stuff to do. And I do want to do a lot more of the Elite Four, quote-unquote, and Champion. Like, the graphics of this game, I still really like. Like, they're not bad, like, by any means. They're really good. Like, a lot of the graphics in this game are really good. The Champion, gym leader battles. I like what they did with battles in general for important trainers. The zoom in effect while they're talking, really nice. I like that. Just that in general makes it the battles more hype, you know? Instead of just a text bubble and them either appearing or not appearing, going into the trainer and seeing that. I know they didn't do that for Generation 6 and 7. I know they did it, I think in 5 for sure, but they kind of stopped doing that. Where the trainer, the important Pokemon trainer you're facing off at the time. I think they kind of stopped at Generation 6 with that, so it's nice to see it back and better than before. I love how I said I was gonna stop after a few encounters, and I'm still doing it. It's just so easy to talk, multitask, and shiny run. It honestly is. And that's the thing about streaming. Like, like, a lot of people think it might be, like, very boring too, but, like, if you find things to talk about, and, of course, the chat is involved as well, like, it's honestly not that hard to do it. It's not boring by any means. I think it can be quite enjoyable, fun to do, shiny hunting and streaming at the same time, you know? And then when you actually find it, it's amazing, you know? It's fun, it's cool. Okay, and I don't think I did encounter this, so... I'm gonna give myself one more encounter, and we're done. Hey, we'll finish off with the Goku. Not a shiny. That's fine. So, same usual thing. We'll try to go back to the Pokemon Center and I say I was gonna stop with this one, and probably not. But I will stop beating them senseless. So I'll Thank you for the rots. Okay, none here. That's fine. I guess this will be the last zigzagoon. Nope. It's a Rookie D. I mean, that would have been kind of stupidly funny if I ended up finding a shiny Rookie D, but nope. That's fine too. Like, one day we'll shiny hunt Rookie D because I really, really love Corviknight. So, okay, so that should be the last zigzagoon that I'm gonna do. Unless they're magically Ringles just flying zigzagoons in front of me, should be no more zigzagoons. Okay, good. There's no magical Ringles flying in zigzagoons. Gotcha. Thank you, game. Anyway, that is gonna be it for today's live stream. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe / follow. In the description below is Discord, so do please go check it out. Like I said, this was a short stream than usual for shiny hunting, but that was because of work. I kind of wanted to stream today, even though I was exhausted after work, but it doesn't really bother me too much. But plans tomorrow or Monday should be a Pokemon stream, and then the other day should be an SAO MD stream just to catch up. So that is the two plans for streaming wise for the next 2 days. Aside from that, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you guys know the drill, I'm zigzagoon11. Good luck on your summons, good luck on shiny hunting, or good luck on finding shiny at all. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, which should either be one or the other SAO MD or Pokemon Sword. Until then, thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Peace.